Hello, I'm here. It's 8:15. It is Wednesday. What is it? July 20 something. 25th. Welcome to my live stream. See if anybody's here. I decided to get this all going a little while ago. Sometimes I see people pop in, sometimes I don't. I got one person watching now. We're got one little topic to talk about. Other than that, it's going to be kind of a free chat. It might be a little bit of a short live stream. I'm going to drink some water. Get this going. If you're watching right now, say hi in the chat. Like to know somebody's here. Could just be me watching live. I don't know. Oh, my arms hurt. Sorry to say I haven't gotten any drone footage up at all. I wish I had. So, yeah. I don't like how washed out YouTube is making this look. Should probably turn on the light. I'll probably turn on the light because my coloring on YouTube is making it look really, really washed out. So let's see. Let me just look at it. Yeah, that's really washed out. Like, why is it so washed out? I don't even know. Is it some of my settings? It is. It is. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to stop streaming real quick. Start streaming. Streaming has resumed. Let's see if that looks any better. I really don't know. Testing. Testing. No, color still looks just as washed out. What's funny is that it starts off looking normal colored, and then I notice the color degrades right off the bat. So, I don't know. But anyways, hi! Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to turn on the light. We have light. I should just grab the remote. I have the remote to the light. Anyways. Once again, whoever is watching right now, definitely say something in the chat. I'd like to see who we have in. We have 0 messages a minute currently. I want to talk about this. I got a pretty good little article to talk about. This is a good article. Like there's a good thing about this. So let's see if we can get anybody to join in here. Still only have one person here. Anybody else want to join in? I'll just give it a minute. Really tired today. I don't know why. Think. There we go. What's going on, Artco? How are you doing? Glad somebody was able to pop in and say hello. Just trying to mess around with some settings while we were waiting for some other people to join in. I'm glad you could join in. I don't know. This is really weird because like the coloring just looks so blah whenever I'm looking at the camera through YouTube. Like it just looks like all the colors are flat. Like, you know, I'm looking at it between different monitors too. Like the colors are popping before it actually goes through YouTube. Like I don't know why. That's good. You're doing good, Artco. Glad to hear it. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Hopefully my camera doesn't go dead whenever I try messing with this. I'm gonna change a setting real quick. So. All right. I am streaming. Let's see if that changed anything. I watched it focus and unfocus. So let's see here. Got two people looking here. See, look, I can zoom with this. Let's see, look. I can zoom, and I can zoom. I can zoom, and I can zoom. Alright, video settings. Let's see. I'm gonna go... Let's go a little more. No. Less... No. Let's... Sorry, I'm messing around with some of these settings. I don't like how YouTube is messing with my colors. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now, let's get rid of that white balance a little bit. Let's see what happens with that. It's doing auto white balance, and I'm not sure I like the auto white balance. Oh my god, look at that. It looks like I actually have a little bit of color in my face now. I don't look like I'm just pale. Ah, thank God. Alright. Hey Kelly, what's going on? I hope you're doing good. I know. You always stop by. That's perfectly fine. I'm messing around with some of my camera settings while we have this going live. It's good to hear. All right. So I'm gonna close out of that. I look like I have some color to this now. Like it felt like everything was just blah. So well, we only got two people in here. So we only have two people in here. I do have an article I want to talk about. I think we're still going to talk about it anyway. Do you want to stick around for a minute? I'm not going to do a long one here at all. I'm going to go ahead and actually just switch over to news article I have. We'll go over that a little bit, and then we'll be done. What's going on, Kim? I'm glad you could join in. It's nice to see some familiar faces. Go ahead and transition real quick. I do have a article I want to talk about here. Let's see. And woo! Look at that. There it goes. All right. So I was reading. I just went ahead and pulled up some drone news article. This one was just from this morning. So sorry, I'm yawning. I am exhausted right now. So I thought this was cool. So Colorado Springs firefighters were using drones to help save lives, or they have been. So I mean, it looks like just a kind of quick rundown of this. Looks like they were just using, I think that's the original Inspire. So that way they can figure out where either lost people are, or let's say there's a forest fire, someone's stuck out in the forest and everything like that. They can find out where it is. If something's on fire and they don't know exactly where it's at, they can send the drone up, get GPS coordinates so they know exactly where to go. You just got the notification, hey, that's not that bad. That's actually better than what YouTube normally does. I've only been streaming for what, 7 minutes? About 7 minutes here. So that's actually pretty good that you just got the notification. Usually it's after the fact that you get a notification from YouTube. It's like, oh look, he was live. So I'm glad. Now, I think this is a pretty cool use of a drone, though. I mean, like getting pretty good GPS coordinates, over top of, let's say a fire, or let's say a lost person, or anything of that nature. Even with the Inspire 2, I mean, or the Inspire 1, you can get a decent camera put on there and see just as much as even a Phantom 4 or anything like that. So, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about using drones? Deploying drones with fire, being a firefighter or something like that. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. What do you guys think in the chat? I want to hit play on this, but I also know that this is from a news station, and I'll probably get copyrighted or something like that. So, I think it is definitely a good idea. I agree, Ken. I definitely do agree. Oh, hey, Beyond Trees. How are you doing tonight? Glad you could join in. We're talking about firefighters using drones to help save lives, either help track down fires or track down a person. Yeah, I can see that with like a thermal camera, Kim. So what you're talking about? Just throwing a thermal camera, especially with the Inspire, you could probably get a thermal camera thrown on there, and see where the the hottest part is or anything like that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm yawning so much. I only got like 4 hours of sleep last night. So what happens when your buddy wants to play video games whenever you're getting ready to go to bed, and you decide, oh yeah, I'll play video games for like an hour, and it ends up being 3. So yeah. Oh yeah, someone flew a drone near a forest fire. See, but then in that situation, I mean, I'm sure you could evolve this and make it so you don't have to have an actual helicopter tanker. You could get some kind of more industrial drone to start working. I mean, of course, depending on how big the fire is, of course, because I know some of those helicopter tankers are massive, and they just go to whatever the closest water source is, sucks it up, and dumps it down. Yeah, they were thinking about buying a drone to monitor drug activity. I mean, that could be a good idea, but then again, just imagine it's a drug dealer that shoots the drone down. Granted, then at that point they've committed, well, I mean, I guess they're really not worried about crime at that point now, are they? I was going to say, at that point they've committed a federal crime, but I guess if they're already dealing drugs, then yeah, why not? So, no, I agree. People do definitely need to fly safer, which was the topic of my live stream last week. We were talking about last week we were talking about the idiot that was flying near the Emirates Airlines Airbus out in France. So, and that was a pretty unsafe maneuver as well. Hey, look at that. Canadian Drone Network. Roger, what's going on? You didn't get a notification? Well, you know what? Kim got a notification. I'm just saying. Kim got one. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. No, some people definitely don't think before they act. I agree. But then again, I mean, even last week in the article I talked about last week, I mean, technically where they were flying was a legitimate, good to fly zone. I mean, granted, they were really close to that airline, and at that point, it's not even just being safe, but then using common sense, seeing there's an airstrip there. Yeah, I mean, there's an area near me that has an airport that's untowered. I can, as a Part 107 pilot, I can fly over near there. But I'm not stupid, and I'm not going to fly over this airstrip. You have private planes there and everything like that. I'm not flying near that. I can legally, I can technically fly over there. There's nothing restricting it. I mean, you know what? Let's do this. Let's change some topics. Let's do this. So we're talking about stupid people and everything. Just like last week, I'm gonna kind of keep going on that. So I'm gonna let's see, keep that open. Put that over here. See if I can get this going. Pull up air map. I do fly safe. If I'm not flying really high, I tend to mess around a little bit. If I'm in a little open area near myself, I'm not safe with myself sometimes. I definitely have some times where I've flown my drone in sport mode and it whizzes right by my head and scares the hell out of me. But I guess who hasn't done that? As long as it's myself. Right? Let's see. Alright, I'm going to pull up air map real quick. Sorry I'm yawning so much, guys. Alright. So I'm going to... Oh, air map. I know I haven't been to your website in a while because I only use your app. I don't need to get notifications about this. Thank you. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry. I'm yawning so much. Oh my God, why are all these tips showing up? Thank God. All right. So let's see. I'll just manually. I'm gonna see if I can manually do this. So let's pull up my area. Alright, I'm gonna change this up a little bit. Hold on one second, you guys. Where is it? Is it that one? No. Oh, I'm on normal stream. Alright. Window capture. We're gonna change what we're capturing. Alright, I'm gonna switch it over to air map. Alright, so this is the air map of the Tampa area. So I am in Tampa, Florida. So right now I do have it selected for FAA Part 107. Now, thing about the FAA Part 107 that I get a kick out of. So as you notice, this is Tampa International. You have MacDill Air Force Base down here. You have Clearwater Airport, or PIE, down here. And honestly, I don't know what's down here. I just know I can't fly there. I think there is a little private airport that's towered down there. But if you notice, look at this. Notice right here. What's in the middle of the screen right now? It says Tampa Executive Airport, right? Notice there's no restrictions. If I want to fly right here, technically I could do it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Beyond Trees. Roger, I just got your resubscription. Thank you. So, if you notice, this is the Tampa Bypass Canal, and I do want to get some footage here, considering I technically can. It's there, but if you notice, the Vandenberg Airport, which is the Tampa Executive Airport, but I could fly right here. I could fly just barely north of it, within sight distance of the airstrip, and I'm fine as a Part 107 pilot. Now watch this. I'm going to change it to fly for fun. And look at that. It's marked off. Actually, fly for fun. Look at how many circles there are everywhere. Which I find absolutely amazing. And granted, even fly for fun, yes, you can do it. And even here, it says, requires airport and ATC notification, accepts the digital notice. I don't have a way of digitally noticing that or digitally notifying them. So, but then I change it back over to Part 107 once again. Like, look, all the circles went away. Like, I mean, I can fly all over here. I mean, right here you have a float flyer club. I don't even know what that is. So I find it interesting. You know, and then in that situation, like, you know, yeah, if I'm flying over this, yeah, they accept the digital notice, but you know, I'm only required to really get that right over top of it. So I don't know. I just find it interesting. I mean, why is that? It's because of Part 107. I mean, that's what it ends up being. It's Part 107. There's there's an RC Aircraft Club over here. So now they mark this, but like it's an AMA field. So I guess I have to have AMA registration to be able to fly there. I guess I've driven by there. I've never seen an airfield there. So, but yeah, I get a kick out of it. I'm still trying to figure out. So like you can get now we have here in Tampa, we can get link authorization. Like it has automated authorization available. So and it gives me information how to do it. I can try planning a flight, and it says, look, like this one, the restriction is at or below 200 feet. You know, if you notice, like here, because it's getting closer to the airport, it's 0. Manual authorization is available. So, you know, that's cool. You can get the authorization now. Well, and yeah, they do trust the 107 more than the hobbyist, and that makes sense. But like, you know, I honestly haven't been able to go ahead and figure out how to really request this access. So, and I get a huge kick out of this because they added this access now. They just added it for the southeastern part of the United States. Just under a week ago. It was what's today? Today's the 25th. So I think they started it as of the 19th, and I honestly I don't know. You know, actually, I always forget about this, but like look here, Peter O. Knight Airport, also an untowered airport. I've flown here. I've flown right here where it says between Palma Sierra. I don't know if I'm saying that right, in Hyde Park. This is it's Bayshore Boulevard right here. I'm not required to have any notification. I switch it over to this. Look at that. It's the same area, and this is saying it's, you know, flying above 400 feet is hazardous. You know, well, I'm not flying above 400. I mean, I don't know about any of you. I mean, but like, look, now I click here, I zoom in. And look, there's no advisories anymore. Change it back. Fly for fun. It's 11 advisories. Like, I just get a kick out of that. I don't even know where that is. I think it's cool they at least put the phone number there. And Peter O. Knight accepts a digital notice, but I don't know how to give him a digital notice. So I don't know. I found this, you know, interesting, and it's, you know, it's definitely. I mean, if you can't tell, it's definitely, you know, if you're trying to fly in the Tampa area, like proper Tampa, you got most of Tampa International covering it. You know, St. Pete and Clearwater is partially covered by you know the airport down there. You have, you know, the airport that's down here. There's actually the Albert Whitehead Airport, which is the southern part of St. Pete, which is actually downtown St. Pete, and I can't even get authorization to fly there yet. Are you talking about what type of drone do I fly, or what heights? I have a Phantom 4 Advanced, and heights, I mean, it depends. I mean, I'll go all the way up to 400. If I'm flying above something, I'll use that as the ground level, and if I'm flying right next to like a building or a tower, I'll fly up the building even if it is higher than 400, because I'm legally able to do that as long as there's nothing under me or anything like that. But yeah, Phantom 4 Advanced. Not really, honestly, the highest I've really gone is about 438 feet, and that's only because I was above a building. You don't have a limit in height there. So, and another area I normally fly, which sucks because it's in the southeast, but it did not get the. You don't have any planes flying over. So, this is where I used to live, Wilmington, and I have my family's there. I do go up here quite a bit, but like, Wilmington's not a big town. Like, this whole area that the international airport covers is like all of Wilmington. So, like all of it. Like, this is me. This is it. This is all there is to it. And yeah, I can go out to Wrightsville Beach, which I've gotten footage out in Wrightsville Beach, and it's great. And I found a little trail that was down this way right before at Wrightsville Beach. I did my hyperlapse there. Yeah, no, I understand that, beyond trees. I was in Fort Lauderdale area the other day, and like every 5 seconds, it was a plane flying by. I lucked out. I went and took off and recorded the BB&T Center, and it actually, by the time I went to go land, is the first plane I saw fly overhead, and I landed it right there. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we have helicopters that fly over, and it definitely feels like that. That they're under 400, and it scares the crap out of me. But like, with the whole Wilmington area, like, I mean, there's another beach down here. You got Carolina Beach and all this too. But then right here you got Sunny Point, which is military base, and the airspace is locked out because they have an airstrip. It's their ocean terminal, so that's all locked out. And Bald Head Island, I don't even know if I can fly there. They have a nice lighthouse too, but like most of this is a nature area. Technically I can, but you can't really take off from there. It's really cool though. Bald Head Island, you can't get to it unless you take a boat, and then they don't even have any cars. They only have golf carts. Their entire island is golf carts. So, yeah, much different than the Firefighters that we were talking about earlier. But you know what? I've gotten messages in areas that I'm able to fly in, saying or telling me that I should be requesting a request, or do I have authority to fly there? And per Part 107, I have authority to fly there. So. I don't know. It's interesting. But yes, it gives me crap too. Yeah. Anyways. Alright. I think I should close out of this. Should I close out of this? Should I log in? Yeah, I'm not logging in right now. I'm already logged in on my phone. Alright, let me switch this back over, guys. Look at that. See, I have fancy noises. I make fancy noises. Ha 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 ha. See? Look at that. Anyway, so that's really my live stream tonight. Like, I mean, Kim and Canadian Drone Network, I definitely can't go on as long as you guys go for. I swear your live stream today was 4 hours long. And that's a lot. That is definitely a lot. Like, I'm struggling to get this up to 30 minutes. I think at the 30-minute mark, I'm going to probably end it there. I mean, we're pretty much at the end of it now. Oh, I'm holding back the yawns right now. I'm definitely holding back the yawns. We have to life. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, and my buddy's bugging me. We're both in an accounting class and we got to do homework together. So he's texting me. Right? At least 4 hours. I swear they went at least 4 hours. Because like I had to go because I had stuff for work to do, and I came back like 2 hours, 3 hours later, and they were still going. Yeah. So, well, anyways, I do appreciate you guys all popping in here. I mean, I got 6 people watching, which I do find satisfying. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for popping in, everyone. Yeah, you saw me come back in there? Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so Kim, what time did you guys start this morning? I'm curious, what time did you guys actually start? Because I know I didn't get there at the beginning. Because, I mean, I think I got there like maybe 9 o'clock, and then by like almost noon, you guys were still going on. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I mean, you guys are live almost every single day, too. On Kim, do you get subscribers too on your channel, or is it just mainly Roger's channel that gets the subscribers, or do they actually still subscribe to you as well? That's crazy. You guys have 20 people watching. Oh yeah, you get subscribers too. That's awesome. That's awesome that they still subscribe to both. Like, you don't see that all the time. That most people would be like, yeah, I'll subscribe to the guy that's doing the live stream, and they don't worry about anybody else. So that's good. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna end it. I've said that's awesome a couple of times. I am exhausted. I have homework to do, and I need to go to bed. So I do want to say good night or good morning, depending on where you're at. I appreciate everybody watching. Let's go ahead and switch over to the outro. Before I switch to the outro, I do want to say once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope everybody has a good night. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.